Hello everyone, my name is Arden. Welcome back to another video. Today I'll be taking a look at the epic battle set Jay versus Serpentine. So this minifigure pack epic battle set has two builds, being the Serpentine statue and then the small build as well that has a little play function, and then the two minifigures being the Ninjago Legacy Epic Battle Set version of Jay, and then the Serpentine minifigure that we've seen in a couple Ninjago Legacy sets. I think these two builds are quite nice. I would guess they're based around like Season 1, Season 2. And the minifigure, of course, is not based off anything. It does kind of remind me of some of those Tournament of Elements style outfits. And the Serpentine minifigure looks nice as well. But before I take a look at those two minifigures, I'll take a look at the builds of this set. So these builds are one larger one smaller one. There's that Serpentine statue build that really reminds me of that Season 2, I think it's a Search for the Fangblade set, maybe not, but it's one that has the Season 2 version of Zane, and it has, I think that's just the only minifigure, and it has a statue similar to this. I quite like this one. They use this piece quite nicely to create a tail. I like the fangs there. How the eye color, the red eye color, is built in there using that clip piece is pretty cool. These plants are nice. You can position this one how you want, even though you probably want it on the ground. The gold is used there, I think, quite nice. There is a stud there, so you could place something, a minifigure, and I'm thinking even better would maybe be a fang blade or something. The back of it is plain, but it doesn't use too many random colors except for that light bluish gray, where it doesn't look too bad. You do see those golden studs there, which is not ideal. You would be mostly facing this build this way. And then this little side build here, which these plants can tip over. It's a simple play function, but I still think it adds a little bit to this set. You can see that Technic piece in there through the 1x2 brick with the hole in it, but because it's light bluish gray and dark bluish gray, I don't think it's too bad. But I think these builds overall are quite nice. I think these are some of my favorite in the Epic Battle Set builds. The Serpentine statue I quite like, and it reminds me of a set I had during Season 2 of Ninjago. But now I'll take a look at the box and then the minifigures of this set. So here's the box art for the Epic Battle Set Jay vs. Serpentine. I think the Jay minifigure as well as the Serpentine minifigure are placed on the box quite nicely. I really like the designs of these Epic Battle Sets boxes. You have Jay there, who has a power of 1,000, which I believe is the lowest of all the ninja, whereas the other three have one of 1,100. Jay, sadly, has one of 1,000, which I don't know if I necessarily agree with. I feel like Jay is strong in his elemental powers. I don't know. I really don't think he's less powerful than the other ninja. The Serpentine, of course, instead of 1,000 like you have on the other ones, it's 900, so that Jay would be able to win. At the back, you have the minifigures displayed on the set, as well as the other three sets, and I think overall this is just a really nice box art, and I like what they did with these Epic Battle Sets. So here are the minifigures of this set. I'll start with the least interesting of the two, because this minifigure, of course, has appeared in a few sets. You have this Serpentine minifigure, and if I might be wrong here, but I'm pretty sure it's a Hypnobride. The minifigure looks nice. I like the eye print, the face print. It all comes together quite nicely. Same as I really like that torso printing, the dark blue, the light blue. I really like the colors here. I do wish there was a bit of printing on the top of that headpiece there. The weapon has a fang in there with a hilt piece in brown, and I think this is a nice Serpentine minifigure to add to your Serpentine collection. I think this is for sure a massable style of Serpentine. It's not a scales where you could only have one. It's just like an unnamed Serpentine Hypnobride that I think you could have multiple of. So it's nice to get another one of these in a cheaper set like this. And then the more interesting figure of this set, one of my favorite of the Epic Battle Set designs, is this Jay here. I really like the blue, the white, as well as that tan used on the legs. The blue hands I think are nice. The mask piece, the hilt with that new Epic Battle Set weapon piece, which, given the some descriptions from promo bricks for the summer 2022 Ninjago wave, it looks like at least Kai's version, the sword, will come in a few sets, or at least one set in these. I'm not sure about color-wise. Given the Crystal King style, I'm thinking maybe a purple or a pink color. That's just kind of what I visualize with the pink, but we have heard that Pythor is going to be there with some red armor, so maybe instead of the orange that Kai has, a translucent red of these weapons we might see. I really love this hairpiece for Jay. I'm a big fan of the LEGO Movie designs for their characters. There's a more happy expression for Jay and a more stern expression on the back. You have a logo there, which I believe is the same logo that you see throughout these Ninjago Legacy Epic Battle Sets. The blue mask piece, you do get a second one of that in the set, but I really like this hairpiece, and I really quite like this minifigure. I think this is probably one of the best Jay minifigures that's come in a set, and altogether I think these minifigures are nice for, I'm guessing, the season they're trying to represent, which would be Season 2 would be my guess. So with each of these sets, the Epic Battle Sets, you get one of these Spinjitzu spinner pieces where you clip onto a minifigure on these studs, and then you can just use the rubber wheel piece at the bottom, and as you roll it on a surface, you have the minifigure spin around, and I think overall it looks better with that larger Spinjitzu piece, even the longer part there, but I still think this is a really effective method at getting the Spinjitzu spinner, and it adds some nice function to this set to battle against the enemy, whether it's a Serpentine, a Ghost Warrior, a Nindroid, or a Skulkin. I think it's a really effective method for these sets. So here's the extra set of weapons that comes with the Jay Epic Battle Set. You have 4 of the shurikens, 2 of the swords, 2 of the scythe, and then an extra one of the Jay's weapon, which is one is already used on the figure, as well as that dragon hilt piece is used on the figure as well. So there's none of this included in this section, but you do have one included with the set that is meant to go with the minifigure. I really like this color. I think the translucent yellowish green looks really nice, and it might be my favorite of all the Epic Battle Sets colors. So that was my review of the Epic Battle Set Jay vs. Serpentine. I really like this set. I think for these sets, the highlight of them are the minifigures, and I think the minifigures here, at least, or a minifigure, depending on if you have that Serpentine or not, and if you want to get multiple of it. But the Jay minifigure is really good, and I think the side builds and just the builds it has here are quite nice. They add some value with that play function of knocking that over, which knocks over a minifigure. And I think overall it's a really nice set with some good minifigures, and you get some of those extra weapons, which is always nice.